With some time on my hands, I head to the library to actually squeeze in the study session. The library is packed, which I guess makes sense since exams are right around the corner. After circling the desk a couple of times, I manage to sneak into a desk stall just as another student is leaving. I feel like a car trying to find a parking spot in a crowded lot. A few hours go by in a blur. Valerie texted at one point saying the changes are done, but otherwise, nothing eventful happens. That's all the studying I can do in one sitting. I pack up my tablet and wonder if anyone's available. Tonight is the talent show. Mayu, Mitsuki and I have been practicing non-stop since auditions, and we're feeling as confident as ever. Maybe. Uncle Kaito let me borrow his car so we could load the instruments and any other equipment. I hope the girls are ready for me. I give Mayu a call. She answers almost immediately.
Hi.
Hey Mayu, are you ready to go?
Yep, I have Mitsuki here too. Hey!
I hear Mitsuki through the line. Haha, okay, I'll be there in a few minutes.
Okay, see you soon.
Once we hang up, I drive to Ace and pick up the rest of my team. Then we head straight to the venue. The talent show is being held at a local music club. It's already full of patient spectators and participants waiting to set up. Mitsuki sees a friend and dips out to say hello, while Mayu and I wait for a turn to play. Most of the bands are actually pretty good. I guess Hizukaze is full of untapped potential. Mayu and I bob along to a particular catchy pop song. Although a smile is on her face, she hugs her arm tightly. I put my arm around her and she glances at me in surprise, then leans into me. Are you nervous?
Yeah,
Don't worry. We're going to be great out there.
I know, but
She looks around and hugs herself even closer.
there are just so many people.
Once we're on stage and the spotlight is on us, you won't even be able to see them. It'll be just like when we're practicing. You're not slowly, mulling over my words.
That makes sense. Thanks.
She grins. Mitsuki returns as we're on deck to play next. She bounces excitedly backstage.
We're really going to do this, aren't we? I'm so nervous. My heart is beating so fast. Are you nervous?
We're going to rock, okay? No bathroom time. Are you kidding? We've worked really hard for this and I'm ready to give it my all. Mitsuki grins.
Yeah, you're right. We're going to be amazing out there.
Even Mayu seems to relax a bit.
Let's do our best.
Soon, we're introduced onto the stage. Mitsuki bounces out, a ball of energy, while Mayu and I slowly follow suit. I take a deep breath and try to clear my mind of everything. The cheers from the audience slowly fade away as I play my first note. Mayu's violin joins in the melody before Mitsuki's voice rings loud and clear. I let the music envelope me, twisting my senses with the ebb and flow of the melody. My fingers dance across the keys on their own as I listen to the chords I know so well. When I strike the last chord, the note hangs in the still air, while the crowd erupts into applause. My breath comes out in a short gasp, after giving all my in that performance. Sweat drips down Mitsuki's face as she takes the bow, and even Mayu's cheeks have flustered. As she rushes off the stage, Mitsuki pumps the air excitedly.
That was amazing. Good job, guys.
Yeah, I think that was our best one yet. Mayu looks as if she's in a daze.
Listen to the crowd.
The cheers and applause are still going, but slowly dying down as the next band preps to go on stage.
Oh, there are my friends. I'll catch up with you in a bit.
Mitsuki runs off again to chat with some of her friends who came to the show. Mayu and I head back to the audience.
I'm going to go freshen up. I'll be right back.
Sure, I'm going to get a water. I'll be by the bar. Mayu nods, then heads off to the ladies' room. I order a water and down it at the bar. As I wait for Mayu to return, the girl approaches me and smiles shyly.
Excuse me, are You part of that band that just played?
I blink in surprise. Oh, yeah, I am. Her face lightens up in excitement.
Oh, you guys are so wonderful out there.
Thanks.
How long have you been playing the piano?
Since I was a kid. I started a little later than most, but that just motivated me to practice harder.
That's still really impressive. I appreciate a guy who understands hard work.
He brushes my arm playfully. Wait. Did I send the wrong signals? Oh, actually... Suddenly she pales. Are you okay? Her eyes widen at something behind me. She looks like she's seen a ghost. I look behind me and see a glimpse of the most innocent smile. When I blink, I see Mayu looking confused. Oh, when did she get back?
I've gotta go!
Before I can even say goodbye, she disappears. Huh? That was weird.
Who was that?
I think she was a fan of our band.
Really?
Yeah. I'm not sure why she left though. Mayu touches my arm and smiles.
Too bad she couldn't stay.
Oh my god. Mayu looks at me with curiosity. Wait, what was that? I think I've been in Japan so long that I'm starting to imagine things. We stick around for the rest of the set and enjoy the music and the ambience. Mayu sighs. What's wrong?
Nothing. I've just been thinking about next week.
Ah, I'm not looking forward to the exams either. Studying has really been stressing me out. I need to do something to let out all my pent up energy.
Me too. What do you normally like to do to let off steam?
It's been a while. But back at CNY, my friends and I would go paintballing whenever we need to let loose. Mayu blinks.
Paintballing?
Yeah. Have you been? It's really fun. She shakes her head. Really? Well, I'm definitely taking you then. Her eyes widen.
Okay.
Trust me, you'll love it. How about we go this weekend? She nods.
Sure. I could use a break from studying.
Great! After all the performances are over, the winners are announced. We placed in third. I and Mitsuki practically skipped back to the car, and I can't keep the grin off my face. This was a great end to a great evening. After dropping the girls off at Ace, I drive back home. After parking my bike, I let myself into the house. The living room is empty. Where is everybody? I hear voices in the kitchen and hurry over. I pause as soon as I push open the doors. Nikki is bent over the table laughing. Aunt Yuki stands by the fridge laughing as hard as Nikki, while Uncle Kaito chugs water looking increasingly confused. Oh, hi. Aunt Yuki. I didn't know you were here. Aunt Yuki tries to compose herself when she sees me, and rushes over to give me a hug.
Oh good, you're home. Oops, I got some flour on you.
Ah, that's okay. Uncle Kaito's eyes are watering as he lunges towards the fridge and pulls out a carton of milk. Are you okay, Uncle Kaito? He doesn't answer as he chugs a fresh glass of milk. Nikki finally composes herself enough to answer.
Aunt Yuki's making us Chinese food tonight. She ran one of the chilies around the rim of Uncle Kaito's glass when he wasn't looking.
She starts laughing again.
Doesn't hit you at first. Once it does.
Uncle Kaito takes another swing of milk, while Aunt Yuki giggles.
I'm sorry, I couldn't resist.
Their laughter is infectious and I find myself laughing with them. It's good to see Aunt Yuki hasn't lost her sense of humor. Uncle Kaito, hasn't Aunt Yuki played the same prank on you before?
She has. That's what makes it so funny.
It's been a while. Cut me some slack.
You're losing your touch.
Aunt Yuki's been away for too long.
Nikki sighs.
Do you really have to leave again, Aunt Yuki? It's so fun when you're around.
Hey, are you saying I'm not fun?
No, you're fun too.
That sounded awfully like a pity compliment.
Nikki giggles. Aunt Yuki fidgets with the corner of her apron.
Actually, you'll all be seeing a lot more of me.
Kaito looks at her in surprise.
Really?
He meets his gaze and nods.
If that's all right with you.
Of course. I just... Does that mean you're really going to stay here?
Yeah, unless there's a reason why I shouldn't.
No, but...
Kaito hesitates. Nikki watches with bated breath. Her eyes are wide with excitement and I can tell it's taking a lot of self-control for her to keep quiet. I'm unsure if I should even be witnessing this conversation. Aunt Yuki seems to understand Uncle Kaito's unspoken question.
Watching you with the kids, you've, changed.
Yuki,
Nikki can't hold it anymore and explodes.
Aunt Yuki belongs here, Uncle Kaito. Let her stay.
Both Yuki and Kaito blush deeply. Nikki,
What? They clearly need my help.
let's give them some privacy. I begin to push her out of the room.
But
No buts. Reluctantly, Nikki allows me to lead her out of the kitchen and into the living room. We both sit on the couch and I turn on the TV.
do you think Aunt Yuki will really stay?
Of course. Yeah. She obviously still cares for Uncle Kaito and he still cares for her. I have a feeling that once she comes back she won't be going anywhere.
I hope so. Then we'll be a family again.
I glance at Nikki. She looks hopeful yet apprehensive. Again, we've always been a family.
I know, but it wasn't the same without Aunt Yuki around. It felt incomplete somehow, like Uncle Kaito was missing a part of himself.
It'll definitely be more interesting having her back. We wait in silence. Every so often Nikki would sneak glance at the door, but she doesn't move. I can't ignore the delicious smell of Kung Pao chicken wafting out of the kitchen and my stomach grumbles loudly. I kind of wish they were having this conversation after we'd already eaten. Nikki giggles.
Are you ever not hungry?
Her eyes widen as her stomach grumbles just as loudly. Now it's my turn to laugh. Luckily, we don't have to wait much longer before Aunt Yuki pops her head out.
Are you kids hungry yet?
Starving.
Then I guess we better feed you. Dinner's ready.
I jump to my feet and race into the kitchen, but Nikki lingers beside Aunt Yuki.
Does this mean you're staying?
Of course I'm staying. There's no way I'm going to let Kato keep you kids to himself.
Nikki grins from ear to ear and hugs Yuki tightly.
I'm so happy! There will finally be another woman in the house!
Aunt Yuki laughs as the two of them joins at the table.
I don't know how you managed all by yourself.
Me neither.
Everyone is all smiles as we sit down to eat. After dinner, Nikki dragged Aunt Yuki upstairs to show her the new dress she bought last week. Uncle Kaito and I are watching TV. In the middle of our show, his phone dings with an email. As he opens the email, his jaw sets. What is it?
It's an email from the PI.
What does it say? He holds the phone out for me to see, and we review the email together. Again, the content does not share much, but stresses that the accident might have been more than just an accident. The other driver had been spotted talking to Dad right before the car crash. Wait, someone wanted to hurt Dad on purpose? Kaito's voice is grim.
That seems to be what the PI is implying.
Why would he want to hurt them?
I wish I knew. Wasn't the other driver someone your dad knew?
Yeah. Ezra Wilson was Dad's colleague. They worked closely on projects together.
Did something happen between them?
Not that I know of. And we can't even ask him since he's still in a coma last I heard. Kaito nods.
Well, the PI is still investigating. I'm sure he'll have more information soon.
None of this is making any sense. Ezra and Dad worked on the same project together for as long as I can remember, and he always seemed like a nice guy. I can't imagine that he'd want to hurt Dad. Does this mean Dad knew this was coming too? But how could he? He only left because Nikki called him. And what about Mom? I let out a frustrated sigh. I wish he could just tell me what happened. Wait a minute. That's research. The strange encryption in my core. Uncle Kaito notices the change in my expression.
What is it?
I wonder if this has something to do with my core.
Because of the weird thing it did during your first match?
Maybe.
If whoever wanted your dad dead was after your core, then you might be in danger. You probably shouldn't use Eagle again just to be safe.
I wouldn't go that far. All my core did was use extra energy packs. At least, that's what my professor said. That's why the referees didn't disqualify me from the match.
Extra energy doesn't sound like something to kill over.
My thoughts exactly. I brought up my core for a different reason. It might be nothing, but our team engineer found a weird encryption from Dad in my core. She didn't think it was anything important. But now, I'm not sure.
What does it say?
I don't know. He nods. I try to refocus on the TV show. But I can't stop thinking about the accident on purpose. I think I'm just going to go to bed.
Alright. Try not to stress too much about this. I promise we'll find out what happened.
Smile weakly. Thanks, Uncle Kaito. After saying goodnight, I get ready for bed, then slip under the blankets. I close my eyes, trying to clear my mind, but end up running through every detail of the accident. I remember hoping to find a clue. Eventually, I fall asleep out of pure exhaustion.